Ba-boom. Okay. Hello, first thing. Hi, it's me. I'm here. Oh god. It's me, and I've immediately ran over the cable to my headphones. Ba-boom, I have returned. I said I would on Monday, and I have. Time to continue this Ace Attorneying, and I totally remember what was going on. I definitely didn't intend to go back and watch the last stream I did just to remind myself what was going on, and then totally forgot to do that. So I totally know exactly what's going on in the story right now. Gina is the defendant. They're saying she killed the pawnbroker guy, and we say nay, she wouldn't do that. That's as much as I've got. So, surely my lack of remembering what's going on will not hinder my ability to proceed in the trial. Surely not. Also, I don't remember any of the voices. I mean, I remember some of them, but a lot of these are gonna be just going based purely on like I'm firing from the hip here when it comes to the voices. Some of them I remember. This guy is one of them I'm pretty sure I remember. As far as my ability to do them, that's another question entirely. Order, please. Let us resume proceedings. Witnesses, you will now retake the stand. Oh god, I don't remember these guys' voices, fuck. I vaguely remember this guy's voice. Mr. Fish and Chips Man. I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation examination? Oh, yeah, Governor. I did, Gov, I did. What the fuck is that? Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Oh, blimey! Just for, like, they're brothers, I'm gonna give them, I might just end up giving them the same voice. Like, they're brothers, it would make sense for them to have very similar voices, right? Definitely not just me being lazy. This is going to be hard work. Oh, blimey. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Windibanks. Oh yeah, so they came in, shot Sholmes, and then ran away. That's our understanding of what happened so far. Well, it was bedlam soon as, wasn't it? It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out me little Lucy lockets. What the fuck is this? However, that was a lie. You brothers. Oh, blimey! On the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter. We never done nothing of the sort. How'd you figure that out? So they're not the brightest, surprising exactly no one. We will now give formal testimony once again. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question, and this time, you will tell the truth. Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. And that, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again. A thought worth pondering, perhaps. Say no more, Gov. We hear ya. We'll blab, we'll squeak, we'll peach. Peach? Illegal entry. The whole truth. Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing. It was when we heard the gunshot, see? It made us both jump, all that stuff went flying. Lummy, it didn't have... What the fuck is this sentence? Lummy, it didn't half give me a fright. We was thinking the shooter'd come out the door and get us next. We stuck everything back where we found it and scarpered straight into him in the black. Him in the black. Oh, I see. He's talking about the Reno's guy. We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we? It is so hard to read some of these sentences. It's not just the accent, it's the fucking, like, the way things are spelled. My brain can't process this level of Britishness. I can't. So you admit to the defense's accusation? You did indeed ransack Mr. Windibank's countertop on the night in question. Not ransack, Governor, no. That's right, Nash, that's right. It's more like we tidied up, yeah. Sorry. By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess. The way you say it, we hardly sound like roughs at all. We don't, Nash, we don't. Can it make us sound a bit more cutthroat? Why would you want... It can't just be coincidence that these men showed up at Windibank's that night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye, I'm sure of it. Also, Gregson is literally just... he didn't have anything to say. I mean, I guess the idea... Like, he's not here to testify, he's literally just here for these two. So, that makes sense. Yo, with the resub, why is Jeff with the resub? Welcome back. It's been centuries, the world has degraded. That is true. Is he so much buzz? Yep, there he is. Yes, the cat is feeling better. She still has the cone. The cone of shame will unfortunately still have to remain for a few more days, but I am no longer the sole caretaker of Kitty Cat. So I can stream again, yay! And her eye is absolutely better. She can, like, open it and stuff. It's awesome. It makes me so happy that she's able to, like, see with both her eyes. She no longer has that accursed entropion, which, despite having one of the coolest names, is not cool at all. It sucks. I can't even imagine having to deal with that. It's horrifying. But anyways, yeah, thanks for the resub. Welcome back. It's party time. I mean, it's Ace Attorney. Okay, so it's press time. It's repeat press time. So I feel like, yeah, cone. Oh my god, the cone. It's so rough because she doesn't understand that she can't go into a lot of her usual spots. She can't do it. The cone will not allow it, but she still tries, and it breaks my heart. I'm like, oh, you sweet baby. Don't go in there. If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place? Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we? We ain't, Nash, we ain't. If we admitted to something like that, people would think we was up to no good. Well said, Ringo, me old China. We'd only land ourselves in even more trouble. These fucking words. You streamed yesterday. No. That I totally get it. I don't blame you. I do feel a little bad because you missed Tron again. There was more Tron yesterday, and I know you missed the first Tron visit, and you were bummed about it. And then you missed the second Tron visit too. So no more Tron in Kingdom Hearts 2, unfortunately. And every time, indeed. Yo, Wumbo, welcome to the party. Welcome with the dance and the garbled gibberish and in the chat box down there for some reason. And in fact now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landed yourselves in even more trouble. That's rotten luck. Says the rotten apple eater. Damn. Witnesses, explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter?
We never ransacked nothing. Right, Nash, right. We're more like we tidied the place up. Sorry.
Oh boy. Also, I went through Monday's stream, like when I was like editing, cutting up the videos. The audio was awful. I just want to like say, if anyone notices like the game is like too loud or not loud enough, like please let me know. It's hard for me to tell with just like I got like little bars here, and it gives me a good idea of like the volume levels. It looks okay now, but I don't like it's hard to tell like exactly as far as like the viewer experience. So feel free to chime in if like it's unbearable to listen to. Earlier the gunshot made us better jump. All that stuff went flying. So what you're saying is the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much you knocked all those things off the counter. Oh my god, the lion Pete, that was so funny.
Well, it shocked one of us that much, yeah. This bag of nerves needs to learn to keep his shirt on. Look, it was loud, alright? Blimey, me dead granny would have woken up in that bang.
At that bang.
Big bruv here screamed like a bloomin' baby and fell over the counter. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot. That got tangled in some marionette. What knocked over a picture frame? What knocked them scales on the floor?
You've really mastered working quietly then.
What racket? Me granny would have been scared back into her grave at clatter like that.
Listen, yes, that accent, I'm working with what I got, alright? Doing my best. So, in short, the gunshot took you by surprise.
And then some. I mean, it was quiet as a mouse, and then all of a sudden, BAM!
Oh, you got something to say? Yo, snack time! Rewatch Lion P. I want to rewatch Lion P right now. Like, it's such a chore to go back and forth. Well, Shaq's gonna go in front. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to like relearn that. And I didn't even learn it the first time. Scottish, I get it. I was wrong. It's Welsh. Enough with the roasties. All right. How do I? Okay. Excuse me. Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add? Oh my god, fine. Let me get to a part. Then I'll rewatch Lion Pete. Do you have something to add?
Like I keep saying. Oh wait. Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels.
I don't remember his accent at all. It's gonna take me a bit to get back to it. No, something to add about their testimony.
It's like really rough, like that. Yeah, something like that.
You Scottish? It sounded Scottish to me! You seem to react just now at what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something?
It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it. Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details.
How about you just tell us what's on your mind?
As you know, we brought these fellows into the yard for questioning last night.
Yes, I'm insanely American. Deal with it. Can't help it. I was born here. I have never left. It's been here for 30 years.
And the statement they gave then told a slightly different story to what they're saying now.
God, that's so good.
Did it? You claimed you heard the victim shout something out before a You claimed that you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot. Might have, Gov, might have. Does ring a bell now you mention it.
ignoring that.
Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still. I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, fellas. Eh, fellas? If I discover the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto been proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them. Easy, easy. We'll get it right this time. That's it. Yep, it's all coming back to me now.
Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable minds, sirs.
Right you are, Gov.
Oh my god.
Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun!"
Okay. What kind of voice? Whose voice? So in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously.
We did, Gov, we did. Although, I suppose if you're being honest, we had kind of a wavering voice before the yell and all. If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun! Bam! Kind of thing.
A career in acting tragically missed. Okay, so I spy the contradiction, because if I remember correctly, he was shot in the back. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell?
Of course we could. From the other side of that door behind the counter, it was.
From the storeroom where the victim was found dead. And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Winterbank.
On my granny's life. Of course it was.
God.
On his granny's life. Of course it was.
Speak for your own granny, bro. So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Winterbank and the sound of his voice.
So that would mean what? What, Nash? What? Any ideas?
Yes, Counsel. Indeed it would.
Nah. We didn't know the geezer. How am I supposed to deny it when that bloke in all the fancy clobbers giving us the evil eye?
If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true.
On me granny's life it is. On his granny's life it must be.
Oh my god. It's a good job. It's a good job his granny's dead? What? Is that okay? This is once again I have to is this a British thing? Is good job like is that British for good luck? Like cuz it's a good like I can understand if it was like it's good luck his granny's already like that makes sense. It's a good job his granny's dead? What? Is that to the British viewer right now, is that a thing? No. Okay, so that just doesn't make any fucking sense. I guess it might be like a different region or thing. I don't fucking know. That's weird. Good job doesn't make any sense. To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor.
You make it sound like we're clumsy. Don't forget we tied it up after like good little boys. Anyway, the way I see it...
Japanese, not British, but I know, I'm aware. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, that's true, but like... It's still... Like, I feel like even his like, speech, when he's speaking English, he, like... he uses... the, like, terminology from British English. Because he's in Britain. As far as I understand. Like, but you're right, he's not British, but... Like, when he's currently speaking English. Okay, so this doesn't make sense because... the victim was shot in the back. Single bullet wound in the man's back. Take that. Oh, objection. Okay. So no. And this is last statement is clearly at odds with this piece of evidence.
No, it is not. You're stupid.
Okay, I guess maybe the autopsy report.
I'm sorry, Counsel, but I fail to see the connection.
Oh.
And for heaven's sake, would you kindly desist from that wide-eyed, panic-stricken look you all want to wear?
Say American films. Huh. I've never heard that terminology before. Okay, let's try this again. Is it the fucking... Is there an autopsy report or some shit? Single bullet wound in upper half of victim's back. Bullet entered the body from the back on a gently rising diagonal trajectory. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense if he was forgetting to watch Lion Pete. Oh my god. You're so... Fine, I'll watch the fucking Lion Pete. Oh my god. Okay. I also got that other thing. Ugh. Here we go, Lion Pete. Just the best viewer. Yeah, you're sure something. I'll say that. Can we just like take a quick Ed appreciation moment?
King.
Oh my fucking god! Fucking Pete! It's the Lion Pete! Fuck off! Are you kidding? He looks so dumb! He's so fat! He looks so stupid! I can't, dude!
No kitty's worried about me.
He just looks so dumb. It doesn't translate at all. Oh my god, now I have to see fucking like an organization member.
Got some hunting.
Oh my god, it's so dumb. That's
can't hunt in a land with no prey.
fucking Lion Pete. Alright, what is this other thing you sent me? Figure update. Oh good. Things I can't buy. Okay, ignore that. Fuck, I did it again. Don't ignore that. What is more cool things I can't buy? Oh, that's so cool. Things I can't afford. That's so cool. I want a fucking... I have, like, some Persona figures. I want a Steins Gate figure. They're so goddamn expensive. Wait a minute, Wumbo agrees, but only because... No, I didn't! Shut up! Okay. Going back to the video game. Nothing happened. You saw nothing. Okay,
Objection.
Really? Something clear odd about the last statement made by the witness. It's clear that we got here indeed. Your behavior, counsel. Okay, fine. What? God. What? So... Hello? Am I dumb? What am I missing? Okay. Hold on. Signs of a single discharge. Like, am I wrong? Does that not make sense? I guess we're ignoring this because oh my god, Oh, it added multiple... Oh my god, I'm stupid. It added, like, multiple things. Okay. And, Plug on the place with all my guns. I'd say yell at the girl. But, like... Is this where we do this? I guess I should probably play it safe and ask first. You're saying that Mr. Windibank had a gun in his hands?
Oh yeah, bet that was a sight, eh? The two of them waving guns at each other must have got pretty heated. I mean, just before he shouted out, we heard the geezer say, "If you don't want to get shot."
No.
Didn't really sound like he meant it, mine. More of an empty threat, you could say.
Mr. Windibank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required. Yeah, his... That's someone being himself, of course.
Good grief. Extraordinary devotion, indeed, if alarmingly misguided.
Well, he certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night.
Only the person he was gonna shoot beat him to it. Cooked his goose proper. Bet he wished he squeezed the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me that gun!"
And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot.
It was more or less at the same time, Gov. Give me that gun! Bang! Kind of thing.
Yes. A career in acting very tragically missed. And then patty cake.
Then we had the sound of someone hitting the deck. Before everything went dead quiet. After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place up.
Okay. Okay, so I guess it's this, cause like there was only one gun. That's just irrefutable. Cause they had this gun, and this was the only gun at the scene. The question is, do I present the gun or the autopsy? Or, like, I guess the gun, cause like, right? Cause that's the big contradiction. Is there's only one gun.
Objection!
Fuck! What am I missing? Killer is the gun. Bold, very bold claim.
Objection!
Am I stupid? Don't answer that. I guess we'll just go through all of them, because this is, like, there's a clear it just won't let me point it out. Like, no shit. You didn't try to open the storeroom door, then?
Not on your life. It went deathly quiet after that, it did. Put the wind right up me.
It's not a stage, it's the stand. The stage! I mean, these two kind of make it seem like a stage.
Anyway, the door was locked, wasn't it? No way that was opening.
Yes, of course. It was locked from the inside, or so we've been led to believe.
It was, Gov, it was. From the inside. Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we?
Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom. Like through the keyhole, or a spy hole, perhaps, or the literal... there's a eye peeper thing.
Don't ring no bells. No light, no lights. Don't light no lights. We had to cut and run before we noticed anything like that. We're still cutting our teeth in this game, see? But one day,
God, I hate these two so much.
we'll really cut the mustard.
Please cut it out. But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away. Yes, unfortunately. Gina was in there, unconscious, with the gun in her hand. To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom?
That's right, Gov, that's right. Couldn't have even if we wanted to.
Parrot symbols on their back? I don't fucking know. It's like their gang symbol or some shit. I hate them. I hate them so much. These two suck. They're actually the worst.
We stuck everything back where we found it in Scarpa, straight into him in the black. Couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we?
Hold it!
Yes, whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Yeah, we was a bit hasty there. We was, Nash, we was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when you lot turned up.
If you're shaking like a leaf, don't put a loaded gun in your hand.
That's sound advice.
Good advice, miss, good advice. Truth be told, my mind went totally blank.
Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand.
Mental note made, miss. After that, we legged it down the street, but apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers or something, so they clapped the derbies on us like winking.
Oh, I hate these sentences so much. And after you'd been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct?
Well, yeah. But listen, that proves it, done it, eh? We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we?
Hold it!
And why should we believe that?
Eh? What? 'Cause it's true, innit? The place was totally empty when we went in.
At that time, the victim was already in the store, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head. In other words, on the night in question, these two witnesses never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Winterbank. Correct? I have no idea what I'm going to do with that.
You got it, mister. Down to a T.
So the Skulkin brothers never actually encountered Mr. Winterbank. Is that really true, I wonder? That's it? That's the full extent of their testimony?
What is it, Runo? You look very fierce. I could pour you some herbal tea if you're tired.
Oh, thank you, but I'm fine. Being such a logical thinker, you'll probably laugh, but I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something important. It is nothing more than a feeling, though. I have no proof to support it.
Well, feelings can be very illogical at times.
Sorry?
People's expressions, the movements of their eyes, the words they choose. You can take all of that and your brain will quietly analyze it to come up with a feeling like you describe. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony without knowing why, that's all. I think you should trust your instincts.
Iris, thank you. Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, I must be 5. God. Okay, so...